Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. Today's video is kind of exciting. We are picking out what some may call an autumn TBR. As a mood reader, I cannot stick to TBRs for the life of me, but I'm trying this month. So I'm going to call this my August hopefuls. Books I'm looking forward to, some books that give out the vibe of autumn, and just what I want to feel during the next September, October, November. I grabbed 25 books. There is no way on this earth that I think I can read all this in 3 months. For some it may be possible. For me, going back to school, working, life, don't think it's possible. So I'm just going to show you what I think I might want to read this season, and hopefully it gives you some ideas on what you might want to read. Some of these are purely off of vibes and the covers and the colors. So without further ado, let me just get to showing you what I've picked for this autumn hopeful video. The first book I picked for my autumn hopefuls is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This one I've had sitting on the TBR for a while. I don't know how I haven't read it. It is one of, I want to say, like, Book Talk's biggest books. And I still have no clue what this is about. I know that a lot of people like the second and third book better. There has something to do with someone that has a tail. Autumn calls for fantasy, spooky, and cozy vibes, and this is really given the cozy autumn fantasy that I'm looking for, so I'm excited to give this one a read. I have a feeling I'm going to need to, if I read this, I'm going to need to pick up the second and third book right away, because based on other people's reactions to it, that might be mine too. The next book on the hopeful list is Cinderella is Dead by Kalynn Bayron. This is the story of Sophia. Every year there's an annual ball and ladies go around showcasing themselves to men of the kingdom in hopes of being their wives, and all Sophia wants to do is marry her best friend. On the night of the ball, Sophia meets Constance, who is the last known relative descendant of Cinderella and her stepsisters, and together they choose to bring down the kingdom. It sounds really good. Definitely not what I thought it was. I did not read the book backing before picking this up, but oh my god, it's stunning. The third book on my autumn hopefuls is A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. Funny enough, I thrifted this and then forgot I thrifted this and found this underneath the seat in my car. But this is giving it autumn, so I'm choosing this. Looking at it, the font is humongous. It is just over 200 pages, like 204 or something. And I have yet to read a Nicholas Sparks book in my reading journey, and I have collected I think I have 5 more over there. So let's get it started with A Walk to Remember. I know this one I think is sad. I'm not sure. I remember one of my childhood best friends telling me a lot about the movie and her being obsessed with it. So I'm gonna read the book and then maybe I can watch the movie after. That could be fun. Fourth book we got is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This one, I think it's the color. I don't know if this takes place during fall or autumn or whatever you may call it. It's a fantasy. And this one caught my eye and it's been on my radar for a wee bit now. And I need to give it a try. I need to read it. I need to indulge myself in this world of thieves. We've got a little kingdom kind of takeover, cat and mouse. There's a battle. That's all I'm getting from the back. The back does not tell me much. So the next one is solely based off of vibes, and it is What It Means to Be Brave by Andrea Anderson. This one is another one of them rock star, pop star romances I just picked a few out for my, what month are we? August TBR. So for this one in here, the side is orange, and it's like a mute. On camera it's showing like bright orange. It's more like a muted pumpkin. The font is quite large as well. Let me give it to you. These two, besties, okay? I think it's Second Chance because he's on tour and she does ASL for his music. Maybe? They were best friends at one point and then they weren't, and then she gets hired onto the tour. I don't know. I go into books blind most of the time, so. Next we've got What Comes After by Joanne Tompkins. Orange, nature, green, a little mystery, what's gonna happen, where'd they go, what's gonna happen after. There's some murders that happen. Someone reappears and they're very confused of where this person came from. People have to work together to figure out what happened in the past. A little mystery is perfect for autumn. Now we had to throw in some little witchy books because autumn is not, like, you can't have autumn without a little witch. So I got Of Curses and Kisses by Sandhya Menon. This one, again, I no clue. The cover was cute and I snatched her right up. So, ooh, okay, this one's interesting. So there is a little academy in Colorado, and this is Princess Jaya, and she has one mission for the year, and it is to break an English nobleman's heart. Well, first she had to fall in love with him. I think that's him, so this is gonna be, let's see if she can get her mission done. Will the princess save the beast? Is this a Beauty and the Beast kind of retelling? I think this is a witch. Yep, this is another witch book. We've got From Bad to Cursed by Lana Harper. This was recently in a haul. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I don't remember what this is about, and I definitely, like, researched it for the video. Isadora is a thrill chaser, a depth demon summoner. I don't know what this is about, but it's giving. It's giving what I want. This one is solely off vibes again. 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott. I've seen the movie. I know how this goes, but something about it just, I need something. And maybe it's the nature aspect of the lungs here. We've got Stella and we've got Will, and they both have I think it's some form of leukemia, and they like share a wall in the hospital and become friends, and they have to always stay 6 feet apart. This one should be good. I know it's gonna be good because I've seen the movie and loved the movie. So if you had watched recent videos, you would have seen this book pop up. We are adding pumpkin spice and everything nice to the hopefuls list. That's all I'm gonna have to say. This is quite literally the autumn book, and autumn. We've got the pumpkin pie, we got pumpkin spice lattes, we got some coffee. This has something to do with like rivaling coffee shops. The next book on the hopefuls is Chasing Red by Isabel Ronan. This one says international phenomenon with over 150 million reads on Wattpad. But it's not a Wattpad published book, it's a different one. So I'm excited to read this. I think I might have read this on Wattpad back in the day. I'm not sure. This one says, they said she was going to be my ruin, then let her ruin me. Say less. Next little fantasy dystopian we got Lightlark by Alex Astor. This one, it's been on the bookshelf for a year now, and I think it's time. They have beautiful edges. Oh my goodness. The cover is beautiful. I think autumn is the time for reds and browns and like deep colored florals, trees and leaves, and this is what it's giving to me. I believe it is similar to like the Hunger Games but fantasy, and people are fighting for like an island, a land, to save theirs, a realm. The next one is a given. I totally was about to forget to put this on my hopefuls. The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams. How could I have left this on my shelf? First of all, the cover, beautiful. The colors, this is my color palette. I like to live by, you know what, we could honestly slap her on the wall. Wait, slap her on the wall there and she matches. She looks so good. It's a babysitter club, but something about magic rituals and saving people. She's a little one. Oh, I need to read it because I need. Next up, we've got one that my Nana gifted me for Christmas. It is Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. This cover, it's showing again very bright on camera, but it is very much not. It's muted, it's painted, it's giving autumny colors. Can love make a broken person whole? William grew up in a house silenced by tragedy, where his parents could hardly bear to look at him, much less love him. So when he meets the spirited, ambitious Julia Padavano in his freshman year of college, it is as if the world has lit up around him. With Julia comes her family, as she and her 3 sisters are inseparable. With the Padavanos, William experiences a newfound contentment. Every moment in their house is filled with love and chaos. But the darkness from William's past surfaces, jeopardizing not only Julia's carefully orchestrated plans for their future, but the sisters' unshakable devotion to one another. This has an homage to Little Women. I haven't read Little Women. I don't know much about the story itself, but this should be interesting. Long time coming. I need to read this. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Every year for Christmas I get the next book in the series, and I now have the first 3, so I need to read it. I need to get to it. It is, I believe, royalty but Hunger Games. And honestly, I love me a good Hunger Games. So the next book we got is a little hardcover. It is Sadie by Courtney Summers. I believe this book was my mother's, and then she's like, you would like this, here you go. So I'm excited to read this. This review says, an electrifying thriller taught at a bowstring. A coming-of-age tale both gritty and sensitive, a poignant drama of love and loss. All this is Sadie, a novel for readers of any age, and a character as indelible as a scar. If she dies, she takes the truth with her. The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. I do not know much about this, but I know I watched a video and Haley Fan loved this. So I'm gonna read it. This one, I think it's quite literally about A.J. Fikry. He has a rare collection of Poe poems that was stolen, and then a mysterious package appears at the bookstore and gives Fikry the chance to make his life over and see everything anew. This should be interesting. This is gonna... I wonder if this has some magic realism in it. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This is a classic, and I think I put on my reading goals that I want to read a classic this year, and I haven't. So Rebecca might be it. My cover at least is giving fall. Other covers may not. But it called me. It called my name, and I kind of want to read it now. A classic tale of romantic suspense. What I do know about this is that Taylor Swift wrote a song after reading Rebecca, so she's a song inspired by it. This one has survived many TBRs that didn't get read. Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I had to throw a Riley Sager book in there. I've never read one of his books, and I have a few, so I needed to throw one in there. This one in particular, it's taking place in, like, I'm guessing it literally says it's November 1991. So it just takes part in that time. I believe it's taking place, just the vibe of it. The vibe is giving mystery, thriller, November. Oh my goodness, my brain is not working yet today. This book takes place in November, so why not read it in November? It's giving fall, it's giving mystery, it's giving thriller, it's giving adding it to the hopefuls. Next up, we've got The Wives by Taryn Fisher. This one I got a while ago. It's got big fonts. You've never met the other wives. None of you know each other, and because of this unconventional arrangement, you can see your husband only 1 day a week. But you love him so much you don't care, but at least that's what you've told yourself. Bruh, so this man could full on have 7 wives? Surely, can you marry more? You can't marry more than one person. Last year my boyfriend got me this book in a boo basket, and I haven't read it because, you know, there's no explanation, honestly. This is Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. I don't know what this is about, but just the time I got the book kind of makes it folly, as well as like a killer haunts a small southern town, and 2 outcasts, the preacher's daughter and the boy from the wrong side of the tracks, holds the key to uncovering the truth. This is what I want. We've got Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is in the Caraval series. This is the 2nd book. Earlier this year I read Caraval, so it's time that I read Legendary. It's magic, it's fantasy, I think there's magic realism, there's different worlds. It's just, I need it in my system, and it's going on the list. I wonder if I can manage to stack this all the books. It looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Another hardcover for us, we've got the Mary Shelley Club. Oh, this is by Goldie Moldavsky. Does that not look like smeared blood? It's giving very autumn Halloween horror. These are the rules of the club. The Mary Shelley Club is a secret. Everyone gets a fear test that all members must execute. You must perform the task assigned to you, no exceptions. You must pick your target before the test starts. That's your 8 ball. You may scare everyone else in the room, but if you don't sink your 8 ball, you failed the test. The game isn't over until everyone's had their turn. A member of the club may never be a target. A fear test ends when your target screams. This should be good. Oh, they all sound so good now that I'm reading them. Our second last book, we've got There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Parkins. Stephanie Parkins wrote Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, Isla and the Happily Ever After, which I haven't read, but I have them all. And I believe this is a horror. There's a killer, I think. The last book on our list is Verity by Colleen Hoover. I just read my first Colleen Hoover book, so this, I need to read another, see what it's all about, because I think people really like this one, or maybe they just don't like the ending. I'm not sure, or they're blown away by it. Like, it's so confusing and chaotic. So these are all my hopefuls for autumn. Do I think it is even possible for me to get all these done? No freaking way, but it's nice to have some ones that I can pick and choose from as I mood read. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys found some autumn hopefuls for you as well. These videos are always interesting because I end up adding 3 or 4 books to my wish list. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to see more videos from me. I post every week on Wednesday. And let me know if any of these books were added to your TBR down below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!